Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorites from the month of March. I said this in my empties, but I can't believe it's the end of the month of March. It's just, I feel like it's going way too quick. So I have not that many favorites, but I figured I'd show you anyway. The first thing that I really have been enjoying is the IT No. 50 Serum Collagen Veil Anti-Aging Primer. I really have been enjoying this. My mom actually gave this to me because I ran out of my CoverGirl True Blend Face Primer, which if you have been with me for a little bit, you know that I've gone through two tubes of that. So when I went back to Target to see if they had it, they ended up not having it, and so my mom actually gave this to me to see if I liked it. Because she really didn't like it, so she gave this to me, and I really have been enjoying it. I just feel like it makes my skin a little bit more soft, and I feel like the foundation goes on a little bit better with this particular primer. I just really like it, and it's super light too. That's the other thing I love about it, is that it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like, okay, well, I have this really heavy primer and now I have to put, this foundation on and this powder and all that. It's so light, and I really have been loving this. As far as the use of it, she had used it for a little bit, so what I've used so far is not nearly what you're seeing here. But it's down to right about there. So it's almost halfway, but I really have been enjoying this. So this is a great primer. And to go along with that, I have been really enjoying and trying again the, let me shake it up a little bit, the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. I really do like this. Here, I'll show you. It has a pump on it, which if you've been with me for a while, you know that I have to have a foundation with a pump on it. I like that because I have a little bit more control of how much product is actually dispersed. But I have really enjoyed going back to this. Although I will do an updated review on it because my opinion now is different than when I first got it. I will link down below the original review that I did when I very first got it. And I've had this for, I would say, about a year. And my shade is 2.2. And there's some things that I don't really like about it, and there's things that I do. So I will do an updated review for you on this foundation. But I have really enjoyed going back to it and just trying it again and seeing if I liked it. So this is a really good foundation, though. I really feel the hydrating aspect of it. So nevertheless, for spot concealing, I really like the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer. My shade is in light neutral, I think. Yes, light neutral. I really like this a lot. I have this on today for my spot concealing, and you don't need very much. What I do with this is I take this out of the tube and I put this on the back of my hand so that I don't get a ton of it, because as you can see, when you first pull it out, there's a lot of product on there. So what I like to do is I like to just put it on the back of my hand and spread it out a little bit and then apply it with my concealer brush. So, but nevertheless, this is a really great concealer. I really have been enjoying this a lot. Let's just stay on the concealer train for a little bit. The under eye concealer that I have been using and loving for quite a while now, and I have it on today, is the Fiona Styles Perfect Finish Full Cover Peach Corrector Concealer. I really like this. Here's I almost drop it. Here's a look at what it looks like. I have made a pretty good dent in it, and you really don't need very much, so I feel like I'm going to have this for forever. But this is a really great concealer. I feel like with the full coverage claim on it, it's trying to really live up to it being full coverage, and I really think it does. I have really dark under eye circles, and I feel like it conceals them very, very well. It is not at all cakey. It stays put. It does not crease. I just really, really have been enjoying this a lot. So I highly suggest you check this out if you're looking for a good peach under eye concealer that is full coverage and that will stay all day long and won't crease and go into little lines and whatnot. So this is a great concealer. You can get this at, I think, Fiona Styles'. And then the finishing powder. You guys are going to laugh at me. So the finishing powder that I've been using, and that's pretty much gone for concealer purposes, is the Wet n Wild, I don't want to spill this everywhere, the Wet n Wild eyeshadow single in Brulee. As you can see, the last little bit has kind of shattered on me, so there's just little chunks kind of floating around in there. I really, really have been loving this for, it's a great eyeshadow for a highlight, but it's also a wonderful finishing powder. So I really have been enjoying that. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, so I'm certainly going to have to get a new one because it's literally my just eye primer that I've been using, and it's kind of a rediscovered favorite, is the Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer. In my last favorites video, I talked about this primer because I was using the Maybelline Long Lasting Eye Base, and the packaging on that, I said this a million times, I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record. The packaging on that is a really hard plastic, and so it's not a squeeze tube. And so there's a lot of product left, but I can't get any more out. So that's part of the reason why I like a squeeze tube on really anything, but most certainly an eye primer, because what you can do is, if you get down to the bottom of it and you can't get any more out, you can cut the tube. So that's why I like squeeze tubes mainly. And so, but this, I have just fallen back in love with it. I forgot how amazing this is. The Maybelline, I feel like, lives up to the standards of this. I just, the packaging is not my favorite. As I almost throw it on the floor, is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. I have kind of rediscovered this. Hopefully I don't blind you with the mirror, but there's a look at it if you've never seen that before. I really have been loving going back to this. I don't know, I hadn't used it for a really long time, and Emily actually had used it in a previous, in a recent video, and she inspired me to pull mine out, and I love this so much. This is a great little palette, and oh, it smells so good. If you guys should just get it just for the sheer fact that it freaking smells like chocolate. I mean, seriously, it's awesome. But you can, I'm sure, see the shades that I have been really drawn to, especially this peanut butter shade right here. That's a great little shade. I really have been liking that. So, but yeah, this whole palette I've just been loving going back to and creating different looks and whatnot. So I have been loving the e.l.f. Studio Blush in Blushing Rose. Now, I know I've said that this is a great fall shade, which it is, and I feel like the color is really geared toward fall. But here in Sacramento, it's been really gloomy and just not very spring-like. So, I don't know, I've just been drawn to this blush again because of the weather. I mean, like today, it's super cloudy. It's not even sunny. So, I've just been drawn to this blush just for the sheer fact that the weather to me just still feels like fall. I don't know, but even though it is spring. So, but yeah, I love the color of this. This is just gorgeous. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it. I'll show you a swatch. But I love the color. There's a look at the shade. It's just so pretty, and it gives just this subtle glow to your cheeks. I really love it, and honestly, $3. You can't get any better than that, especially for the pigmentation. I mean, this is awesome for a $3 product. Excuse me. So, But yeah, I've been loving this blush. Been wearing this thing to death. This is the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. I have it in my brows today. This is just an awesome little brow gel. If you're looking for a great brow gel at a reasonable price, this I believe is only about $6 at Ulta. I highly suggest you check this out. This was recommended to me by Emily when I was looking for a good brow gel because my brows are just unruly as all get out. So, but this, once I can't talk today. Once I put this in my brows, I feel like they stay put, they don't move, they're just there. And it's not like a lot of times brow gels, they will clump up throughout the day and they'll feel hard. This doesn't do that. This, you can touch them and they don't feel hard. They still feel like your normal brow would feel like. So that's the other thing I love about this. So if you're looking for a really great brow gel at a reasonable price, setting powder, the Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. It is a white powder, but I really, really do like this. I don't use very much of it. I usually just set my T-zone because I have oily skin and I really need to set it, especially in the summertime. But yeah, I can't believe I use this almost every day and I still have so much left. It's just amazing to me. But again, you don't use very much. So usually what I do with this is I pour what I want out in the cap so that I have a little bit more control of how much product I do put on my face. But this, I've used this for forever, you guys. I truly do think that this beats out the other Maybelline powder that I was using, which was the Dream Wonder. I just think that this sets it a little bit better as far as I don't feel like I get super shiny very quickly. So I really do like this I have been loving going back to the CoverGirl Supersizer. This is just a really great mascara. It doesn't transfer, it stays put, it gives good volume to my lashes, and I do feel like it separates them very well. The one thing that I probably would change about it is that I would really like, so I mean it gives good length. I already have pretty long lashes anyway, but it gives good length. It gives good volume. I don't know. There's something about this that I really, really love this. I don't know. It's almost like I want a little bit more, I don't know if drama is the right word, but I don't know. There's something about this that I'm not totally sure about. But this is a wonderful mascara. I really like the wand on this because it's not enormous, which is, it's personally a really good thing, I think. But I love how the bristles are, they are just it's just traditional wand. I believe that they are rubber bristles. I do really, really like this mascara, but I am trying a mascara currently that I think may have beat out this mascara. So you'll have to stay tuned for a comparison on that. But nevertheless, this is a wonderful mascara. I highly suggest you check this out if you want your lashes to have good volume, have good length, good separation, no transfer, either on the brow bone or underneath, which is great. And there's no clumps, which is awesome. That is something that I really look for in a mascara. And it's a really good price too. It's around, I'd say $7-ish, depending on where you get it. You can get it at any drugstore and also at Ulta. So anyway, this is a great mascara. So my Hard Candy Hydrating Primer Mist. Love this stuff. I'm down to right about there right now. So I'm going to have to go get more soon, but this is awesome. I freaking love this stuff. It smells so good. It smells like that rose water. So it's awesome. You can get this at Walmart for, I want to say like $6. It's super cheap and it will last you forever. even if you wear makeup every day, which I'm kind of to that point of almost wearing it every day. So love this so much. Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick in Fresh Papaya. I have been wearing this a lot. I went back to this mainly because, and I'll show you a swatch. There's a look at this shade. I've been going back to this just because my lips have been pretty dry, and the weather's been kind of just funky here in Sacramento. So this has been a really great lip product to go back to, especially if your lips are dry a lot of the time. So yeah, this is a great all right, my friends, well, I think that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.